All right, here we go. Looks like we're going live here. Yep, here we go. We're live right now. Welcome, everyone. This is a Saturday morning DubLiHelp.com questions and answer Google Hangout for the shoppers of Dubli. We do these Google Hangouts twice a week, and they're designed specifically for the shoppers. This isn't the business side of Dubli or to make money with Dubli. This is strictly for the shoppers, for us that are on the business side as well. And I have Richard back with me. Richard, how are you doing, sir?
Good, good. Doing fine, sir.
Both Richard and I are actually on the business side as well, but if you're on the business side, you're a shopper as well. You can't be on the business side and not be a shopper, but you can be a shopper and not on the business side. So, but these Hangouts here are designed specifically for the shopper here at DubLiHelp.com. If you're interested in making Dubli a home-based business or making money with Dubli, then there's a link on this page here at DubLiHelp.com homepage that'll get you where you need to go. Just find it, and it'll get you where you need to go. Again, I said earlier that we do these Google Hangouts twice a week. We do this session, 10 o'clock Saturday morning Central Time. It's a questions and answer session. It's very casual. And then we do the Google Hangouts Tuesday nights, and there's topics associated with each one of those events on Tuesday nights. To the right of this broadcast window, you'll see topics, and those are the topics for each one of the dates of these Google Hangouts. And when I say these a little bit casual, I'm laughing because I haven't shaven in a few days, and there's a story behind it. Maybe we'll get to that later. But sorry if I'm a little bit grungy for everyone. I just told Richard what my story was, but it's a little bit funny one. But anyway, one of the other things we do mention here at every one of these Google Hangouts is, as a shopper, to benefit with the Dubli cashback experience, you have to have a free account. Everyone starts with a free account first, and then you can upgrade it, which we recommend you do. But to the right of this page here, there's a blue window that says, a blue box that says, get your free Dubli cashback account. Click here, and that blue box is a link. Just click that link. I recommend you do that now, and that's to set up your free Dubli cashback account. Do it while I'm talking right now. You can do it right now. It just takes a couple minutes, actually a couple seconds, really, and you can do it right now while I'm talking. And I recommend that you do that. If you don't already have a Dubli cashback account, you'll need one to follow with us on Tuesdays and these Saturdays, sometimes these Saturday morning sessions, when we do some screen sharing and so forth. When you do click that blue button to the right of this broadcast window, it'll bring you to Dubli.com, and a green box in the center of the page will say, click here for your cashback account. You'll click that box. A new window will pop up that says, enter in your first name, last name, password once, password twice, and give me my account. You will have to verify your email that you were the one that was setting up the account, but you do not need a credit card, you do not need an ID, and it happens very quickly. In fact, those of you that went ahead and go ahead and got started your account now, and now you can follow us. Additionally, Dubli will put $10 in your account just for signing up, just for getting an account in your cashback account. So you're starting well ahead with $10 US in your account right away. And it doesn't matter what country you're from either, whether you're watching this in Antarctica, South America, Japan, Europe, wherever. Dubli is worldwide. So get your account now. I recommend you do so at the blue box to the right of this broadcast window. So, Richard, as we let people gather in, any current events you want to chat about, or talk about,
Just the cold snap through the East Coast here we've had for a few days, but spring's on its way, and I think everybody, if you're like me, I was starting to get started on the yard and the garden and all those wonderful things, trying to get a jump on it so far this year. And as we go through today, I'll give you a few tips on some of the places I save money on some of the things I'm doing in the yard and the garden. So I think that's
okay.
Yeah,
we got a little
kind of quiet in the news, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's just it's all this. I mean, it's been quite active, I think, but it's been Russia and, World War III and everything else. And I saw this commentary the other day that I thought was very good. And a lot of people don't realize this Ukrainian position in Russia and what all it means to the Russian people, versus here in the United States. We in the United States, we're kind of, we're separated from a lot of things just by where we are.
Right.
We only have two neighbors, Mexico and Canada. That's it. And there's no one else even close to us. We got two oceans that separate us from everybody. So if somebody's having a problem, if there's a war or the conflict or something like that, it's halfway around the world, out of our vision and mind and everything else. But this Ukrainian event, the Ukraine. Let me put it this way. Just cut straight to the chase. What's happening in Russia? Russia's attachment to Ukraine. But it's the equivalent of the state of Virginia in the United States going independent or backing out of the United States. And the state of Virginia is independent, and Russia is arming the state of Virginia to do battle or become a communist, the state of Virginia. And the reason why I say the state of Virginia is because there's a lot of history that belongs to the United States in the state of Virginia. The Civil War, a lot of presidents have come from Virginia. What else is in Virginia, Richard? Is there a couple monuments or something, or
there's the naval up there, but it is the old South. I mean, really, they've got deeper Southern accents than Georgia people. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, and the other thing about Virginia that is quite identifiable with Ukraine as well is that Russia, which Ukraine used to be part of, and there's a lot of history. Ukraine, but what's that naval base they have there?
Sevastopol.
Okay, they've had that naval base for 200 years.
Right.
Just like in Virginia. Virginia's Virginia Beach. What's that area down Chesapeake Bay?
The Bay.
Baltimore. Well, that's Maryland, but
Annapolis, Maryland, on the other side.
And so when you take that history out, and then somebody around the world wants to make it communist, just like we want to make Ukraine, we're trying to make Ukraine democratic. How would you feel if if Russia armed Virginia with a bunch of nukes and became communist? That's basically what the United States.
Yep.
And putting some of our U.S. Missiles right next to Moscow, and and look, and I don't want to get into a long dissertation about all this, but there's some things you just don't get into and get into. Let other people fight their battles, and I'm not a politician, and nor do I want to be, and that's one of the reasons why I don't have to make those kind of decisions. But I want democracy around the world, yes, but not at that stakes. I think Ukraine does belong to the Tsar and all the Russian history and everything else, and let them figure it out. They're grown. Let them, adults, people supposedly, and let them figure out if it comes to a war. Let them fight it out. We don't need to be involved. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. That's my questions and answers for today.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to do with my beer, but question and answer. Anyway, any quick comments on that? We'll move on.
Yeah, those poor people are just, they're good-hearted people and everything in Ukraine. They're just real good people. I mean, it's a very poor country. It's right down there near Haiti in the top 10 poorest countries of the world, and they're getting pulled apart by Russia, the United States, and the EU because they do a lot of farming, they do manufacturing, and they've got the pipeline to supply the oil and gas to Europe from Russia. and that's one of the big ponds and the naval base in Sevastopol. But I feel sorry for the people because they're getting their teeth kicked around by 3 giants that have no morals and no conscience. And you know, that's the sad part. I've seen it in other countries I've been in, where they're decent people. They're just abused by the bigger powers, and no matter what you think is what your government's doing, trust me, they're probably lying to you. But anyway, I'm going to get off that soapbox.
Yeah, we need to move on. But anyway, wish them the best of luck, and hopefully, level heads will prevail, and we won't have any kind of craziness go on. We certainly don't need it. I like focusing my energies on positive things and more commerce, more jobs, safety, better health, so forth. So anyway, got a couple questions and answers for today, viewers. Thank you for checking in with us. Sorry for our big, long deal there on Ukraine, but I thought I'd throw that in. And I just got a couple questions today anyway, so this will be a quick one as well.
That was for you.
Richard, you want to take the first question?
Yeah, I'm just, someone was saying, that I'd mentioned something about the, about the lawn care, and I just wanted to show you folks, I just put in on a Google search, grass seeds for sale, right? And because I've got a really unique lawn here in Georgia, it's great for growing clay and crabgrass and other kinds of variety of weeds, but trying to get real grass to grow is kind of tough unless you got a golf course. But here's one place that a lot of people don't realize is Tractor Supply Store gives you 9.2%. And the one thing as being a VIP, and the other thing I want to tell you folks nationwide about Tractor Supply, if you have pets, any kind of farm animals or dogs, you can go there and get the 5-in-1 or the 7-in-1 shot if you're bold enough to give it to your dog. But they do have a lot of things that you can do for your own pet there, good quality merchandise. But I always first go here, put in my search, got my toolbar activated, and here we go, Lowe's, 8% cash back. And I mean to tell you, when I'm out there sniping for a good buy, good deal, this is the way I do it, folks. Is because when I see this up to, I just look at there and say, oh, look, Tractor Supply is going to give me 9.2. Then I'll go in there and kind of have a look, and then I may go down here to this next one at 8%, and I'm going to weigh out which is the better deal, which is closer, what delivers faster. And, that's basically how I do a lot of the savings to save quite a bit. And then you compound that on top with using your 1% cash back credit card. And, and then if you pay that balance off before the end of the month, you got 0 interest. Plus you get the cash back reward. So I think that's my tip for today on kind of what I was researching there.
Okay. Just checking one thing here while we.
Yeah, and I do have one really, really good buy for everybody, but I'm going to save it to the end, okay? So just ask me right at the very end as we're leaving, okay?
Okay, we'll do. The question I had was a viewer was asking from our Google Hangout, our last Google Hangout. We highlighted Overstock.com. And we went through, and as these Google Hangouts on Tuesday nights, and you'll see the update on the website on the topics to the right of this broadcast window. And the viewer was asking, what was the other Overstock website that we highlighted? We actually highlighted, we brought up 2, and they were asking about a very good question. We get this question quite often in the here at the office, so to speak, and we have yet to find a good answer for it. But I have no problem sharing you with the question, and that's the reason why this viewer was asking this one particular question, because it was a question that on Overstock.com, if you type in Overstock, you'll get 2 vendors, and one of them is Overstock Pharmacy. and they're not really entities. And so Overstock.com, which typically deals in larger items and all the way to cars and furniture and they're almost another Amazon, really. They've almost become another Amazon minus the book section. But this other vendor is Amazon Pharmacy, and that Amazon Pharmacy is really something similar to a drugstore, like a CVS or a Walmart pharmacy. Well, the viewer was asking, where can they get their, pharmaceuticals or meds? Can they get them at Overstock? And the question is actually no. And the question that we get quite often here is, where can I buy my pharmacy or meds, and get my cash back? Because, there's one segment of this economy which, is, above 50 that has a lot of meds. I mean, that's one thing about, here at the States. I mean, everyone's on some sort of med or something. It's just how, the doctors work. And that'll tie in my beard here in a minute. But the question to the viewer is, we have not found a solution yet. We're currently looking for a solution on where to get your meds online. And my guess is this. Well, I'll give you a little bit of the research that we've done. There's a section you can get some meds. And most of them are over-the-counter type of, stuff. But we're looking for the heavy-duty stuff, where you can get your prescriptions filled and so forth that are cash back. And we've yet to find a place to do that. Now, I can tell you, we've had that question quite a bit of time ago and looked then, and it's all made it back to the top of the list again. So we'll be looking again. So in answer to that viewer's question, there is no place on Dubli that we know of right now where you can fulfill your prescriptions, medical prescriptions, on Dubli. But we are looking, and once we find that, we'll let you know. So okay, Richard, time for your quick tip, I guess, and that's it.
Oh, okay. Well, I actually got to do this right at the very end, okay? So go ahead and whatever the other thing.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm pretty much done. That was the only question that we really had that was of any substance.
Oh, okay.
The rest of the other questions we had are normal stuff that, how do you maximize your cash back? And we always recommend you become a VIP. How, and the other question, you always use a cashback card. So you get your Dubli cashback, experience, from the Dubli
right
portal or Dubli shopping mall. You also get your cashback from your credit card, and then coupons as well. And then obviously if you're a VIP, your cashback is much higher. So we get the normal questions that have been coming in. So people can watch our previous hangouts for all those questions. Most viewers don't want to hear that on a repetitious basis.
Right.
Week after week after week. So, we can wind it down now. I mean, it's Saturday morning. People have things to do. We got basketball here in the States. It's big time, college basketball. So, and I'll just quickly say the reason I'm a little gruffy this morning is I've got to go see my doctor, and I wanted to make a statement. So, that's what it's for. Anyway, it's a little bit longer than that, but I don't want to bother anybody with it. But thank you, viewers, for checking in with us today, this Saturday morning. And again, we do these Google Hangouts twice a week, this time period, Saturday morning and Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Central. To the right of this broadcast window, you'll see an updated topic by the end of the day today list of all the topics for the month of April. And we're already in April. April 2015. This year is going to blow by. Before you know it, it's going to be summer, and kids back in school, and then all of a sudden football season, and then it's Christmas. So it's going to happen real quick. So get in with Dubli, get your cash back, and make sure you use it, like we do on a daily and weekly basis. So thank you for checking in with us. We'll be back on Tuesday night, 7 p.m. And Richard, it's all yours. You can take it on home.
Okay. Yeah, folks, I always get everybody asking me all the time, for a good buy. And, And I want to give you a really great goodbye. This one you'll remember. And what is that goodbye? Goodbye.
I like it. Okay, thanks everyone. We'll see you next week. Take care.
Bye now.